Thank you. Mr. Crane, thanks for coming in yesterday and visiting. As we discussed, we have carbon capture projects underway in North Dakota, not only a coal gasification plant, but 2 of our large coal-fired electric plants. We also, I didn't mention, at least while I was there, maybe you discussed with some of my staff members, but we also have biofuels plants that are implementing. One already has, another one is in process. So talk to me about how the programs you have, how you intend to deploy them to help us make this happen, not only in our state, but across the country. And there are 3 components to that we've worked very hard to pass, and certainly the chairman's been very involved with that and gets big thanks for it. And obviously this committee, but that includes not only front-end funding to help with the technology that has to be put on these plants to capture the CO2 so that it can be sequestered, also the loan guarantees, and then, of course, the 45Q tax credit, which is really overseen by Treasury, but obviously has to be coordinated with the other programs. So in your job, assure me that you're going to help deploy those programs so that we can accomplish this carbon capture.
Thank you, Senator, for the question and for the time yesterday. I can not only assure you that I will implement those programs, I will implement them with great enthusiasm. And as I know you know that we've already put out the first FOA for carbon capture, and we're going to be which is more for feed studies. We're going to be putting out a second one within the next few months for the large scale projects. And yes, I will implement them enthusiastically. And as we discussed, 45Q is a huge incentive, and I've taken back your concerns about overlapping, programs to see, just what the rules are. But 45Q can be done alongside of our money. It's just the one thing that can't be done by statute is the loan and the grant in the same project. But even that, it's a question of how you define the project.
Right. And you're committed to working on that with us?
I'm absolutely committed to working with you and your staff on that.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Rodriguez, talk to me a little bit about baseload in terms of grid reliability. Obviously, coal-fired electric provides a lot of that baseload now. That's why we're working so ardently on the carbon capture piece. And as Mr. Crane and I discussed yesterday, this isn't the first rodeo. We've done this with SOx, we've done this with NOx, we've done this with mercury, okay? So now we're gonna do it with CO2, but we need that baseload electricity. What's your role in making sure that we keep baseload electricity in, as part of the mix to stabilize the grid?
Thank you very much, Senator Hoeven, and thank you for the opportunity to meet with your staff yesterday. We had a tremendous conversation. I will say that your question calls out something that's critically important for the American people to understand, and that is the complexity of the energy system. To ensure reliability, which is job number 1 for the Department of Energy, along with affordability, security, and other attributes, we need a mix of resources that can be used in different ways. Baseload energy is critically important, and that's why I think the work of the department looking to find ways to do carbon capture, utilization, and storage is one of the most important breakthroughs that we can work on today. Within the jurisdiction of the Office of Electricity, what we will be doing is exactly this, ensuring that each and every state's policy decisions, policy preferences, and decisions made about the resource mix that they want to have to serve their constituents, their citizens, that the grid is enabled to take those resources and affordably get them to the American people and do so reliably and safely as well.
And natural gas has a continued important role in that effort as well?
I absolutely believe that's the case, sir.
Thank